Hi guys, it's Sam here from Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I am bringing to you a comparison video between a Fendi piece, which is in this guy, and a Chanel piece, which actually is in a leather surgeon's dust bag. But this was requested by a follower, so I wanted to make sure to film it and get it to you guys. So the pieces in question are my Chanel Jumbo single flap, which is in the black caviar leather with the silver hardware, versus my, you guys have probably seen if you watched any of my recent videos, Fendi Baguette, which I do keep the cover right there on it. Let me take that off. The Fendi Baguette in the large size in the black Napa leather with the gold hardware. So both of these bags are very similar in size, and this is why I'm comparing them. So let me hold them up so you guys can see them. They fit in the frame, barely. Again, the large Fendi Baguette versus the Jumbo Chanel. That is a single flap. I do not have the double flap. It is too heavy for me. So let's go over some details of these bags. First is the Fendi Large Baguette. As I mentioned, this is a Napa leather, which is a beautiful lambskin, and it is embossed with the FFs with a gold hardware. This bag retails for $3,590 measurement-wise. The length of the bag is 13 inches. The height of the bag is 7.1 inches, and the depth of the bag is 2.2 inches. So this bag is pretty big, and like I have mentioned, it is the large. So there is the medium, which is most of the styles you are going to see and most similar to the vintage sizing, and then there is the mini, which I had bought in the Fendi shearling, the FFs. Beautiful, beautiful bag, but very, very small. So great bag, large size. Then we have the Chanel single flap jumbo. As I mentioned, this is in the caviar leather with the silver hardware. This bag retails at, drum roll please, this is actually ridiculous. I thought I had it wrong when I looked it up, but I forgot there had been another price increase. This bag retails for $7,400 in the double flap. Like I said, this is the single. They no longer make the single. I'd imagine the single would be similar in price to the double flap, depending on how classic they're considering it. But regardless, if you are trying to buy a similar bag right now, retail $7,400. Crazy. Measurements wise, you have the length, which is 12 inches, which is 1 inch shorter than the Fendi large. You have the height, which is 8 inches, which is actually almost a full inch taller than the large baguette. And then you do have the width, depth, whatever you want to call it, which is 3.5 inches, which is almost 1.5 inches wider than the Fendi baguette. So I do kind of want to show you guys that, which I think is one downfall of the Fendi large baguette, is just how thin they are. And you guys can definitely see it there, just the thinness of the large Fendi versus the Chanel Jumbo. Other than that, they are very similar in length and in height. Like I said, the Chanel Jumbo is slightly taller, but you really can't tell. There are some differences between these bags with how you could carry them. So with the Chanel Jumbo, you have the two straps because you have the two grommets, and this is a very classic Chanel chain strap with a leather interwoven. You can only carry this as, in my opinion, as a shoulder bag. Technically, you can wear it crossbody, but it is very long crossbody. I am 5'10", and it is too long on me. So definitely something to consider. I know I could get a shortener and shorten the strap length, but I really don't think this bag looks good crossbody, and I think it is definitely more of a shoulder bag. The Fendi Baguette can actually be worn 3 ways. First off, you can remove this top handle strap and wear it as a big oversized clutch, which I think is really cool and really chic. Obviously better for non-COVID times when you were going somewhere where you would need a clutch, but regardless. You can also wear it just by the top handle, which, as you guys know, is not my favorite. It does lean forward a little bit, but nothing like the mini. And then there is also in here a non-adjustable, it is still in its little packaging, a non-adjustable crossbody strap. So 3 ways you can wear this one versus the Chanel Jumbo. I really think you can only wear one way. And so that is, I do think that's something to consider. So if you're choosing and kind of looking between the two, number 1, this bag is much more trendy than the Chanel Jumbo. The Chanel Jumbo has been around forever, granted not in the single flap, but this is much more trendy. This was a bag comeback. You know, the Baguette at one point was very not sought after, very cheap. on the Preloved market, and now it is coming back. So something to consider, this is much more trendy. Another point for the Fendi is it is much cheaper than the Chanel Jumbo. There's a huge price difference between the two. Again, $3,590 versus the $7,400. You could buy a couple bags for the price of that one Chanel bag. But third point about this bag does not have as high of resale value as the Chanel Jumbo because it is a Fendi bag. Fendi bags are seen as more trendy, but you could get this bag on sale. So then maybe you're not losing as much if you do go to resell it because you did buy it on sale, because Fendi bags do go on sale, which I think people forget. Chanel bags do not go on sale. You could just get them cheaper on the Preloved market. So I think those are three factors you need to consider: the trendy versus the very, very classic, the price point of this being much cheaper than the Chanel, and then if you are considering and do take into account, which I think most people do, the resale value, this Fendi Baguette, you're not going to get back nearly as much money as you will for the Chanel Jumbo. The Chanel Jumbo just has staying value, especially if it is in the caviar leather. I personally now know about this one a long time ago. I prefer the lambskin, but I am okay with having it in caviar just because it does hold its value better and it is a little more durable. So that was a quick comparison between the two. I would say the Chanel Jumbo is most similar in size, as you guys saw with the measurements, to this large Fendi Baguette. I know a lot of people were wondering how big is it really. At first people were like, oh, is that the medium? No, it is definitely the large. I know on screen it doesn't look quite as big as it is in real life, but it is a beautiful bag. I love Fendi lambskin, so this like really appeals to me with the lambskin leather. But like I said, you're really weighing trendy versus classic, and does that matter to you? And I think that's a personal opinion. Personally, I would not pay $7,400 for this bag ever, regardless of if I was comparing it to buying the Fendi large baguette or not. $7,400 is like really steep. Like at that point, I'm straight up like could go on Rebag and buy a Preloved Birkin. Granted, it's not a Birkin 25, it's a Birkin 35, but I could find one. I could find one on eBay. You know, I'd literally be like $2,000 to $3,000 depending on size short of buying a Birkin brand new from Hermes. So sorry, Chanel, I'm not paying $7,400 for a Chanel Jumbo. It is not worth it to me. And if you do want something similar in size, you do have this beautiful Fendi large baguette, which $3,590 is a lot of money, but this is a full leather bag, and a lot of Louis Vuitton bags are quickly approaching the $3,000 price mark, and they are canvas, so something to consider. If you guys like to watch handbag comparisons, handbag reveals, handbag reviews, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week. If you guys want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on Instagram, my blog, and Facebook, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.